Hi boys and girls, we're going to be doing 19.3 read bar graphs, all right? Yesterday and last week we worked on picture graphs that can also be called pictographs, but today we're going to be starting bar graphs, okay? So our essential question says, how can you read a bar graph to find the number that a bar shows? Write a question about the graph. Use this red circle to help solve the problem. Okay, so I'm going to pull out my red. Okay, we have our title here. Okay, this is our graph. The title is Type of Sneaker We Are Wearing. And we have two different kinds. We have laces and no laces. Okay, then we have here that each circle stands for one child. Okay, so let's go ahead and count how many laces we have and how many with no laces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm going to write over here that we have 10 sneakers with laces and no laces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now Emma's class made this picture graph. What question could Emma's class answer using this graph? Okay, so we can come up with any question. Okay, so think in your head, what could be a question that we could ask now that we have this information? Okay, well, one question we could ask are how many kids, type of sneaker we were wearing, how many students were wearing sneakers with laces? So we can write that here. How many kids were wearing laces? I'm going to write it like that. Yeah, that's one question. You could ask how many kids were wearing no laces. We could ask how many more kids had laces than no laces. Okay, so there's lots of different questions. So this is one reason that we make graphs, is because it's easy to see information when you have it put in a graph form, and we can ask lots of questions and we can answer lots of questions using graphs. All right, so how many kids were wearing laces? Our answer is 10. Okay, so let's go to the next page. You don't need to turn in this page. Okay, this is just to kind of start us off. All right, so our next page is 672. And this one says model and draw. All right, this is our vocabulary word, bar graph. In a bar graph, each bar shows information. You can compare the lengths of the bars. What title describes this graph? Okay, so we're going to come up with our own title. Okay, let's see. We have here art tools, and it says here touch the end of a bar, look down to see the number of children. All right, so what we do is we're going to come here, we're going to see markers, paintbrushes, and crayons, and these are all art tools. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come all the way for markers. Okay, so right here, this right here is all about markers. It goes straight across. Okay, so it looks like we have markers, paintbrushes, and crayons. Down here, we have the number of children. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it looks like our greatest number can be 6. Number of children, art tools. Okay, so by looking at this right now, we don't have a title. We just have this information, okay, and this information, but we don't have a title. So what can we call it? Okay, I'm going to call it favorite art tools. Okay. Favorite art tools. We capitalize it because it's a title, okay? So here, these right here are our different art tools, okay? And these right here represent the number of children that like those art tools, okay? These are my little arrows, sorry. Okay, so now that we have a title and we know what we're reading in our bar graph, I'm going to get out another color. Let's see. Let me get a color that's not there so it stands out. How about green? Okay, so we're going to look at markers. We're going to come across and look where it stops on this line, and we're going to come down, and it stops at number 5. Okay, so I know that 5 students liked markers. Okay, did everyone see how I did that? Let's try it with paintbrushes. Okay, with paintbrushes, we're going to come across. We're going to come to the end of the bar graph. Oh, sorry, the end of the bar. We're going to look down, and there are 6. So 6 kids like paintbrushes the best. All right, now let's do crayons. We come across, we stop here, and our number is 2. So 2 students liked crayons the best. Okay, so we have now made some sense of our bar graph. Okay, now I'm going to look at question 1. Use the bar graph to answer the questions. Okay, well, we've already shown our work here, and I want to see you doing this, boys and girls. Okay, don't just say, oh, that's 5, oh, that's 6, that's 2. We always want to prove our answers and write it there just to check, just to make sure, and you'll be doing that for a long time, many years to come. Your teachers will want you proving everything, so always write here, okay, 5, 6, and 2. And that way also, if you do make a mistake at some point, we can say, okay, now I know, you know, if you had maybe put 4 here, okay, I know something's wrong because they are not understanding. Okay, so this also shows your teacher that if you're understanding or if you're not. So always show your work, okay? So, how many children chose the paintbrush? Okay, we come up to our paintbrushes. 6. 6 children chose paintbrushes. How many children chose crayon? Okay, we look up here. How many kids chose crayon? 2. Good job. All right, here is a how many more question. How many more? How many more means that we're going to be subtracting. Okay, so how many more children chose paintbrush than crayons? Okay, so we have paintbrush, then crayons were 2. So what's 6 minus 2? 6 minus 2. Okay, we can look at here, 6 and 2. How many do we have as a difference? If we stopped our 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Okay, so our answer is 4 more children chose paintbrushes than crayons. Okay, let's go down and see if I have enough room to show you both things. Number 4, which art tool did the fewest children choose? Circle it. All right, so fewest means the least amount. So was the least amount markers, paintbrushes, or crayons? Which one had the smallest number? The fewest. Crayons. Good job, because they only had 2. Okay, now let's look at number 5. Which art tool did the most children choose? So now we want the greatest number. Circle it. Okay, let's look up which was our greatest number. 5, 6, or 2. Our greatest number was 6. So our answer is paintbrushes. Okay, so this was our work for today. You are going to turn this in to me, just this page, and tomorrow you'll be doing some more practice on that. All right, you guys have a great day. I love graphs. I hope you guys are having fun with these too.